Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, Failure Imminent. We are here with our colony of our dupes, and we have been making progress in getting ready to go to space. I realize that this does not have anything. What should be in these? I guess fertilizer, phosphate, that's what we're making, right? That works. Maybe. Day-night cycle freeze there. Alright, where are we? So, it's been a while. In our last episode, we were striving to get our new power system set up, which is based on petroleum and oil. So that's kind of our focus, is we're just slowly building this out, getting it ready, so that we're good to go. Got a couple stairs to get rid of, and of course they got to build all of that. Meanwhile, we are producing quite a bit of petroleum. As you can see, we've got a backlog all the way up to here. Since we don't have the tanks built yet, it has nowhere to go. And then down here, if we come all the way to the bottom, we were trying to clean all of this up because we've got a bunch of brine, we've got a little bit of water, we've got some polluted water. Of course, we've got more crude oil down here, and we've got this steam vent that's pumping out hot. Well, actually, it's pumping out very cool liquid, but the whole area is hot, and so it's turning to steam. So we're trying to get it all cleaned up so that we can seal it. We've almost got these items picked up. As soon as these two items are picked up, we're going to seal this, and that'll seal it. And so that'll start cooling it down. And of course, we're going to have to pump crude oil and brine and all kinds of things out of it to get it emptied. But we'll get there. So we're just going to let them continue and clean that up. Meanwhile, we are also slowly trying to get, better organization, or, of our flow of oxygen piping, stuff like that. We've done a pretty good job when we look at it. Most of it is flowing now quite well, smoothly, and continuously, except for when we have a power problem. Which is a problem, but oxygen inside the base is really good overall. Almost everywhere in the base we've got solid oxygen, except for this section right here and this section here, where we've got quite a bit of chlorine we still got to get out, but we did drain out the rest of the chlorine and push it out of the base. So very positive there. So really the only thing that we have to do is just finish the construction of all of this, so that we have a good power system online and we don't have to worry about anything else. Now notice we are generating a lot of heat as well in these areas. Eventually these machines are going to start getting too hot, so that'll have to be something we're going to have to think about, is a cooling system for our power areas, and how can we cool things down. But that's for the future. Meanwhile, what we got here? We got a bunch of cramped plug slugs. 4 plug slugs. I don't know how much energy they really generate. They're happy, they're just cramped. Let's see, what else do we got going on that maybe we need to be aware of? Lots of buildings lack resources. Farm tiles, 46. I'm assuming we're running out of... Yeah, it's still getting warm up here in some places. Let's go ahead and do a quick cool. Why not? We got ice, right? We got lots of ice here. Let's cool this area down and this area down. Just because. Alright. But most of our farms are doing okay. I guess we gotta cool this one down too. Definitely have to get these areas under control. I was hoping to get this going as well, but we need polluted water. That's why we're not getting anything. Because we have no access to polluted water. Aha! this tank's actually getting quite low. We could maybe start pumping some stuff in there and from here and whatnot. That could be it. Okay, what else do these require? Fertilization, dirt. That's kind of a... Well, this is like... interesting. You know, I mean, it's like these are optional, you know, it's additional domestic growth, yet it stops growing if you just didn't have these items. It's kind of... I guess only if they're wild, maybe will they do. Which you can get these planted wild. It's hard, but you could use a pip, because a pip will plant seeds. Known to bury seeds in the ground. So if you put a bunch of pips in an area and, you know, it's suitable for planting seeds, then potentially you could plant a bunch of these wild and you don't have to worry about irrigation. Anyways, let's take a look at what we have. We're not going to get any new dupes right now, unless they really stand out. So I guess we're going to take the Oxalite. And we might as well check out our skills. Most of them are maxed out, and we really can't do anything with them. They've got what they need. But we'll take a look and see if there's any opportunities. Like if someone has available morale. You know, notice right now we've got more red than we got green, so that doesn't make people very happy. But let's see here. We might have someone. You never know. Doesn't look like it. Pretty much everybody's got all the basics. Yeah. So, not much we can do there. As soon as we have this system online with the petroleum, I think it'll be a good time to start getting ready to go back to Smelora and attempt a second go at, you know, the colony over there. Be tricky, but it's possible. Oh, did we get this cleaned up? We should have this cleaned up by now. Right? No, we still have some lead. Ah. We need a place to put some lead. Oh. Can go anywhere. We just need a place. Here. We'll stick it here. I know. Terrible. Lead. There. We have a place to put lead. Now they can pick that up. Actually got a lot of lead now, so that's good. Down here. Diamond. I wonder if you can use diamond for other things. In the past, it was limited of what you could use it for, but maybe they've finally they've got new things you can build with diamond. Alright, what's this? Granite. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and lock this up. Hopefully someone doesn't go inside to build it, but let's go ahead and seal it up so that we can start cooling this down as the vent goes. And did we put a filter in? Okay, we did. We've got a filter here, and it's just dumping all the extra stuff in here. Okay, all right, that's fine. We'll try to... We've got a lot of brine down here and stuff. It's probably going to fill this up, so we'll have to figure out where to send that. Kind of get it out there. All right, good. We've got this filled. So that's good. We're going to go ahead and put in the additional wall. And that means we can start... doing that. Yeah, we can start, you know, getting into these other petroleum or crude oil areas and expanding a little bit. Oh, volcano's going again. We'll finally have more liquid. More liquid aluminum as it comes out at super hot temperatures. We need to do something with that farm. Okay, we got our battery built. That's something. Might as well set it up. There we go. We've got the floor all the way across now, so that's good. So they're finally working on the piping and the tanks over here. Good, good. We're making really good progress. Looks like we've already cooled these areas down. Yep. Okay, so the water's going to heat up fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and get it mopped up, especially down here. We want to drown our plants. But there, that temporarily cools down that section of the base. We'll eventually get some good base cooling. We've made a lot of progress, you know. I mean, you've seen the issues we've had. The struggles have been real. Here we're almost 400 cycles in. We're getting close, 356. We've had really good successes, but then we've had like backwards progress, especially with how many deaths we've had and, you know, losing dupes and all of that. So it's been a struggle, but we are doing fair across the board. You know, we are making good progress, steady, going in the right direction. Now it's just a matter of, you know, getting things done. Looks like we can set the rest of this up. Let's go ahead and do that. So we were gonna do 2 petroleum generators, so that at some point, if we need both, we can use both. And then we're going to put in a, whoops, that's the wrong one. We want a station, power control station, because we'll set all that up. And let's get our automation wire as well. We'll need to, let me see. Oh, we've already got it. Okay, good. We already planned it. Yep, goes to the right spots. So we're good. Okay, cool. All right, here's where we're going to plug in our plastic. So we'll be able to hook power up there. This eventually will tie into this. And we'll distribute more of our power supply so that we're not maxing things out. We never did get these things going very well, did we? Why does it say entombed? Oh, because they're backwards. They're pointing up. No, I don't want all. I want deconstruct just the buildings. That's kind of funny. Whoops! I got those backwards. Not that they're growing anyways, because we've got too cold. It's kind of funny. Everywhere, you know, we've got in the base everywhere, too hot, too hot, too hot. Down here, we're just too cold. We'll get it warmed up at some point. Let's see, did we get all the water up here? Almost. And yeah, we got it there as well. Cool. Eventually we'll clean this up too. Okay. Is this did we ever use this thing? No, we didn't. We really can't get to it right now anyways. We'd have to build to it, but get there. Oh, look at this. We got our first smooth hatchling. So that's pretty good. But we seem to be probably cramped in all of these. Yeah. How much? Let's see. We've got 8 critters. It's the eggs, primarily. So I think we can probably do some more eggs. Let's do 2 of those. Yeah, we got 12 of these things. So let's just pop it down. We've got 1 smooth hatchling, so we'll have to figure that out. Seem to be short on food down here too. What do smooth hatchlings eat? They eat metal, but I think is there anything else they'll eat? That's the stone. Oh, well, he hasn't stone comes after smooth. Aha! What do we want to feed them that we have a lot of? We really don't have a lot of any of this. Yeah, we don't have any of these ores in large quantity. We can bring a lot of cobalt from the other world once we have that system up in place, but in the meantime, it looks like maybe wolframite. We could do a little bit of wolframite. I think that'll be good. And they'll transform it. There's a little bit of loss with that. You know, I mean, they'll eat the wolframite, but there is a little bit of loss because, you know, part of it's their food. And while they do excrete the refined wolframite, which I don't know what, is that called wolframite or what do they call it? I don't know. I'll have to look. You know, you don't get 100% back out. If they eat 100 kilograms of wolframite, they're not going to give you 100 kilograms of refined wolframite, or any other metal for that matter. So, you know, it's kind of a hit and miss there, but it does work pretty well. Nice to see that we got our first one. But it looks like they're all having a little bit of an issue. They're groomed and everything, but they're all starving. Are we just out of stuff? Are we out of, like, sedimentary rock, maybe? We can add obsidian for the stone hatchlings. Yeah. We're not feeding the sage. Plug slugs. We don't have plug slugs here. We don't need plug slugs. No plug slugs. What can these guys eat that I have plenty of? We're supposed to create a sustainable farm with them, but we kind of don't have that. I mean, they'll eat meal lice as an example, but that's not very sustainable. We could eat some sand or some sandstone. Maybe we'll try some sandstone. Just so that I don't think we have a lot of it, but you know, let's try that a little bit. So there, they've got some food. We'll have to figure out the rest too. Alright, anyways, where were we? We were looking at our power system. Okay, we don't got that set up yet. We're not transporting anything yet. How are we doing down here with our crude oil? Did we dig in? Yeah, we dig in. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we released this. That fills that. It pushes this stuff out of the way. That's fine. Go ahead and mine that. And we're going to mine that and that so that we can just push it all down. I'm hoping, though, that this won't cause this to just explode up into here. We'll have to kind of watch that. That is a danger. But it should be okay. These little, you know, small areas here should prevent it from backfilling up into the... Yeah, okay, we're gonna be fine. You gotta be careful sometimes with the pressure, right? Don't tell me you got stuck up there. Yes, you did. Alright, well, dig yourself out. Dum-dum. I tell you, these dupes, I think they just want to die sometimes, right? I like that he's slowly falling through the water and okay. Well, this is good to go. And notice it's getting cooler already. It's only 22 now. Um, Look at that. Since we've sealed it up. Once we get the second layer on, it'll continue to do that. So that's great. As soon as they get all of this built, I think it would be good to, start digging out areas. We still, whoops, wrong one. We still have an oxygen problem, though. In that we're just not pumping enough oxygen into these that they can just be used continuously all the time. Well, actually, this one's doing pretty good, but we're not doing much over here. What can we do over here? Is there anything we can do just to kind of... No gas output. Ah, we forgot the gas. It's gonna create carbon dioxide. Where can we put it? We don't have a high pressure vent yet, so we're just gonna have to do that. Do that and hope that that the gas pressure, yeah, it's fairly low. We should be able to at least pump enough out to get a little plastic to create a high pressure vent. That would be good. All right. So I'm trying to think what we need to focus on. We're doing good on oxygen. We're doing good on water. We're doing good on food. 133 kcals. Overall, we're doing pretty good. We do want to prep going to our other base again. Where's our thing? It's up here. What do we want to send to the other base? We're going to want to send some algae, which is going to be tough. We're going to want to send some coal. I know you can send gases and stuff through this as well, through the machine. Because, like, in liquid, see, you can... There's a liquid attachment and a gas attachment. So if we were to... I mean, we could think about sending some, how'd these get in there? We got something... No, this is disabled, so it must have happened before this got disabled, I guess. Okay. Well, anyways, as I was saying, is we could send, like, some natural gas through so that in the future we can supply... You know what? That might be a good idea. Because we could take this... and we can go straight up. We'll deconstruct that. Oops. This is kind of future for Smellorama power. We send over some natural gas, we can just do a natural gas generator over there for some power. Put some tanks. So why not? Let's try that. Alright, well, we'll get that set up. These are going. If we get this one filled, they'll start filling it up with petroleum. So that's good. We're almost out of time on our episode today, but we have made some progress in that the power plant is coming along, and we have to figure out, other things we want to do. So I think we do want to start pumping some of this out. So let's prep there as well. We'll put a pump right there. We're going to take our insulated polluted water. Let's see, where can we go? We can go in right here. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna refill this tank a little bit over here. So we've got this drain, so that's fine. We can come right in here. And yeah, we'll just go across. There. So that'll give them something to work on as well when they have nothing else to do. They can work on that right there. All right, cool. And then of course we'll have to get power down here. Let me see. We've got the aluminum, so that'll just come to there. All right, well, we'll let them work away. In the next episode, hopefully we'll have this online. We do got this going now. You can see what's happening is that the petroleum is coming in. It's going to fill up these reservoirs. And then it'll start, once there's power here to the plastic maker, it'll start producing plastic, and then it'll also start coming over here, which I noticed we don't have this hooked up, so we just need to do that and that. And that way we'll have power online from petroleum. But now that this line is open, you know, in between doing stuff, when the dupes pop down here like he is right now, we've got Rowan down here, they're going to go ahead and start producing petroleum. It's the only kink in the chain is that, you know, you have to manually produce petroleum. You know, they have to come over here and turn this wheel, which is kind of frustrating, but you know. We will need to figure out, though, how to get power down here from our system so that we're not necessarily using coal all the time. But for right now, we're okay. We have the coal somewhere on the map. All right, we have coal somewhere. Yeah, we've got coal spread out. Not a lot, but there is quite a bit here and there. Oh, we did finally get down here. Maybe we can figure out what this vent is in our next episode. All right. Well, thanks for joining me today, and we shall see you in the next episode, everybody. Take care.